Hey guys, what's up? I am here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Dr. Stone, which is on episode 18. Now, this episode right here was pretty crazy. I mean, well, not really crazy, but I guess fun in a certain way, depending how you even look at it. So, if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Genchan ends up having to send a message to Senku and everyone else that Tsukasa-chan and his army is about to arrive. And we get to see a scene in the flashback where Tsukasa tells Gen that you have not seen Senku's body, have you? Well, that's the thing. If that guy ends up fighting the village and makes a kingdom of signs, then we are all freaking in trouble right now. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take that village by force, if anything, which is really ridiculous knowing Tsukasa-chan, you know? And we see to it that Ginro managed to actually hold off one of the men, buffed up men. Even against like Ginro, he's pretty skilled if you look at it correctly. But of course, things kind of looking pretty bad right now because when Hyoga-chan comes in to play with his spear, oh man, that guy, he actually managed to damage Ginro by wounding him right in the abdomen. And apparently we managed to see Senku and the others see this fight on the bridge, and of course Ginro could not cut the bridge even if he was told to because of what's going on. So we see to it that Senku decides to whatchamacallit, make make a bluff showing that they had guns, and we see to it that Magma is to throw a rock after Gen tries to mentally tell him to do it, and we see to it that Senku used gunpowder and everything else all together to make him run away, and of course they're gonna have to wait until the storm arrives, which apparently that's their strategy because they can't use their guns in a wind or rainy environment. But Senku, on the other hand, ends up talking to the old man. What's his name again? All I know is he was very, very good at crafting something of whatchamacallit, glass bowls whatsoever. And we see to it that the next 3 days a storm arrived and Senku looks like he was about to use his weapon, but he can't, that was actually a bluff too. They're actually using katanas. Swords, I'm going, yeah, baby, yeah! And they managed to overpower the enemy's weapons, but when Hyoga-chan, which he seems like the right-hand man to Tsukasa-chan, we see to it that Hyoga's spearmanship and everything else actually was pretty threatening. He even disarmed and damaged Magma's arm, which is very ugly. Of course, as for Kinro, he of course gets glasses and able to see clearly and is able to fight better than before, which is very nice. And we see to it, of course, Kohaku, Magma, and Kinro decides to work together to fight this guy. But of course, the guy's spearmanship is very threatening. But at the same time, though, before he could land a hit on Kohaku, which he used Magma as a distraction, and Kinro to lift her up in the air so it could go for above attack. We see to it that the spear tip ends up falling off, and it was all thanks to Genchan's having to touch it here and there. And because of that, it looks like Genchan is sniffed out and is deemed a traitor. And of course, much more things to come with some other things. We see to it that Senku decides to send a little thing to Genchan in the nearby future, and of course that's like a little small dagger when Suika ends up finding some clues of Genchan's mentalist flowers, And we see to it that eventually the way how Dr. Stone ended was everyone having their katanas and Senku saying, "Welcome to the kingdom of science," etc. Of course, I could get into details of how they made the katana here and there. It's all thanks to the old man doing some blacksmithing, of course, like hammering down the iron and then combining with some other stuff, and it's pretty strong. I'm pretty sure you guys realize that. And of course, however, though, Hyoga-chan, that guy, oh dear lord, his spearmanship is off the charts. To think that he was able to disarm Magma and almost kill Kohaku if it weren't for Genchan having to touch his spear and mess with it the other day, then it would have been trouble, because it looks like to me he looks like he's at least right behind Tsukasa-chan, which we all know how strong Tsukasa is. I mean, he freaking killed a lion with his bare hands. So, yeah. Until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Afazero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot!